What's going on, everyone? You guys hear me? Mic check. I hope you were listening to some music. I don't know if you were or not. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. One caffeinated number 2 drink. I'm ready to roll. Barely any sleep. Let's go. What up, Bobber?
Hey yo, what's up?
What's going on? I got a little bit. I gotta get a little bit of Bobber. I need to get more.
You definitely should.
Yeah, I like the vibes. I like whomever created your artwork's pretty cool. If I was you, awesome. If not, whoever did was awesome. So
Thanks, X. It's not me. It's a guy called Kujet. He's from the community. Amazing artist.
nice. Yeah, I mean, anyone that wants to just come vibe, it's definitely, good to come up. So if anyone wants to come up and shoot the shit today, man, happy Friday. Hope all is well with everyone. I'm a little out of it because I don't drink often, and I was drinking last night, and I'm getting old. So when I do that, I don't get good sleep. I don't know what it is anymore. If I drink, like I'll wake up in the middle of my sleep. It's like 4 hours later, and then I'm wide awake, and that's kind of my day right now. I've been up forever. Usually, I'm not getting up until about an hour ago. I've been up for about 4 hours now. But anyways, let's go. Yeah, hey Bobber, I'm doing a space
Up with a
on.
question for you, actually.
Yeah, yeah. What are you gonna
Uh,
ask?
how did you come to check out MVX?
So, that's a really good question. I was just like, you know what? I want to go try something out that's new, and I don't know why. It's actually I don't even know why. Maybe
Hello,
you know
hello.
what? Actually, no. A
I
team.
think you're breaking up from time to time.
Oh, sorry about that. A team reached out to me,
Or
and
is it me?
that's probably you. I'm hoping that's just you. Let me bring you down and put you back up.
I switched to mobile data. I hope it's good now.
Oh yeah. If you're not on mobile when you're on Twitter Space or X Space, whatever it's called now, you're just asking for trouble. I refuse. I mean, I would love to be able to use my PC setup. I have a pretty nice setup, and instead I have to hold my phone up to my mouth like it's really annoying. But it's the only thing that I don't get rugged and get annoyed about. So, but anyways, yeah, a team reached out to me that was like doing something to like bring infrastructure. um, Actually it's entity. They're a project over there, and I was like, just started going down the rabbit hole, and then I downloaded the X Portal wallet, and I was like, damn, this thing is awesome. Like I've used, I don't know, 30 plus wallets in this space, probably even more than that, to be honest with you. I try out everything, and when I used it, I was like, yeah, this is great. This wallet's awesome. And then that kind of got me intrigued. In fact, I think on Tuesday, well, not think, on Tuesday around, I think it's actually going to be an hour from now on this upcoming Tuesday, I'm doing it's going to be called Multiverse Social Hour. And just people can stop by and get the TLDR or whatever and just have some fun. Kind of selfishly doing it so I could just learn more without having to sit there and look up white papers and stuff. So let me bring you back up. Anyways, let's just do quick little intros. Cosmos Haas here. Happy Friday. I'm excited to just talk shop. Plus, it's the weekend. The weather's getting nice. Everything's all as well. I think it's going to be the first weekend that I'm actually going to not do crypto Twitter. I'm usually always working. I never take a break. And but yeah, I'm excited today to have a good time with you guys. And let's go over to ZD. What's up, man?
Oof. Yeah, pretty good. I think I did like you yesterday. I went out a bit. It's still not like something you should do like on a Thursday. Like it's pretty bad idea. But still, yeah. Happy to meet everyone here. So basically, I'm just like the chief woof officer of Chihuahua Chain. So my job is basically to say woof on Twitter, and yeah,
He doesn't
that's
like a
pretty
good
much
wolf.
it.
Wolf wolf.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
That's no, I'm joking. Not only that. That works pretty well, I guess. Like it's just about like the culture and just having fun, and that's pretty funny because I introduced it like even like in real life with speaking like with people, and it works pretty well actually. Like people like make fun with that. They're just like saying like something absurd or something like that, and people are just saying like "woof," and it's totally natural.
It's just the natural. It's just the
So
natural part of the
yeah,
day. No. Yeah, it's like me. My content's more on the serious side, more the tech side, and I enjoy just having good times too. So I mean, who doesn't like having a good time? So woof woof. And then Function X.
yeah. Obviously, we are doing
Who's behind the mic on Function?
now. We are doing like a not only like this obviously it's the meme is like saying that but in reality we're working a lot. But yeah, just to sound the narrative, we are just like saying "woof."
Nice. If you've seen the title Coffee with Hoss, I might be coming out with a little bit of a meme coin just to have some fun. So, but I don't know. I can't make. I won't
Oh
be
yeah,
making a
actually
wolf.
there
I
is
don't know
like
if I
the
can make the wolf sound though. I don't know what my natural sound would be with coffee. Maybe.
and actually if you want there is the memcon happening like end of Lisbon. If you like meme, you should come.
Yeah. Yeah, shout out to MarginX. That's who sponsors the space on Fridays. And if you guys don't know, like MarginX is like a degen cool place for meme coins. It's like the spot for meme coins and stuff like that. So definitely check it out if you haven't already. And then who's behind the mic and Function X?
It's me, Peng here, the marketing lead. Nice to meet y'all.
Nice to meet you as well. And then Bobber, did you hear anything that I was saying? Because I think you were getting rugged when you asked me your question.
Yeah, I think I got it.
Nice. Yeah, so Tuesday, stop by on Tuesday. There's going to be a bunch of people. I got so many inquiries already, so I might make it somewhat of a series or so. So, because I don't think an hour is going to suffice. I know how spaces can be. I've had spaces that went like 10 hours before. So I don't plan on doing that because I actually have to work and get work done. So I, but there's a lot of people that's been interested in stopping by. And yeah, I like to do spaces like the more serious ones, like selfishly just to learn for an hour. And if people can take the lead and not have to talk a lot, then even better. But usually a lot of my spaces, everyone's asking me technical questions, and I'm just like, my brain is fried afterwards, and I'm trying to just host a space, and people do all the work, and I just listen. So, anyways, what's up, IBC Birds?
Chirp, chirp. Can you guys hear me?
I hear chirps in the back too. So, what's going on with you, man?
What's up? What's up? How you doing?
Good,
How you doing, bro? I hope everything is well.
Yeah, man, it's Friday.
Yeah, Freshman Friday.
When did you guys have a mint yet? Like, what's going on with you?
Yeah, we're currently minting right now on Stargaze. We launched about 1 month ago. We didn't do no marketing. We decided to take the stealthy mint launch. And right now, if I'm not mistaken, I can double check for you right now. We are sitting at 69%.
Nice.
This number is really nice, of course. It's a really nice number. And this number will be playing a key role in our collection. I won't say too much, but I will say this, that basically we will be adding breeding to this collection so that you can, maybe get a new bird. Maybe you didn't like the one you got. You want a new bird, and you could breed and get a new one. And yesterday, we launched our storyline. It's been teased by Weston, and right now, feel free to check it out. If you want, I can post it in the comments.
Sure.
Is there different position that can be made?
I don't understand
like for the breeding
question.
Like for the breeding, like can they just like
that's
select
so much
like
alpha to share at the moment. No. I'm not gonna share that much alpha at the moment. No. I'll just say 69 is a nice number. That's it for now.
That's hilarious. Speaking of birds, I have a family of birds that like there's this huge nest right outside my door, and every year there's this always. It's like the place to go for birds. They just have more. It's like a hotel, and I just leave them. It's like whatever, cool. I have so many birds where I live at. It's like a freaking yeah. I literally have enough birds in my neighborhood, like where I live at. Probably I don't even know. It's crazy, bro. It's like I live in a jungle.
Without people knowing, like the birds are a crucial part in our ecosystem. They do a lot, but they're silent.
And then
I just
yeah. No, go ahead.
sorry?
Go ahead.
I just posted something in the comments. That's a little bit of our storyline.
I can.
Maybe that can help you guys with some alpha. I won't say anything else.
All right, let me pin this up there. I don't see it. Let me see. Yeah, Bobber. So what's the storyline behind you guys, man?
Well, it's a fun story, let's say. Bobber, it's one of the, I mean, it's not really the first meme coin, but it's one of the meme coins that became an OG very fast because it was picked up by the entire community, which was pretty cool. It was launched by the developer behind the biggest marketplace, XOXNO, and the community came behind it because it came at the right time, and with these things, it's all about timing. And it was a period that was not very high in activity, and this was the perfect storm, and we all felt like Bobber can be a train to gain some adoption, to grow the chain, to have some fun. And we managed to create this storyline that we're still working on about Bobber that has dual personality, which is pretty representative for everyone, and it's one of the personalities, the builder Bobber, is the Bobber that always builds and creates and programs and does stuff. And the moment he finishes or he ends his task, he becomes a schizophrenic, autistic guy, a crazy degenerate that just wants to break stuff and have fun and stuff like that.
Nice. So, well, how long ago did you guys launch?
I think it's been like a month and a half, something like that. I'm not even sure. It's been.
Oh, so you're
it's been crazy.
you're relatively new then. That's cool.
Yeah.
So, so I seen some pictures. I was doing some recon. Do you go as the mascot to any of the events? Like, who's the mascot?
We had an event, NFT Bucharest, where we were present, and we hired a guy. We took a mascot, and we had someone wear it. It was pretty fun. People loved it, and we definitely want to do that more at events because it's really engaging,
Nice. Yeah, I just pinned it up on top of the jumbotron. That's cool. Yeah, I mean, I love meme coins. Like they're just fun. It's essentially it's like a social lottery, if you will. It's like what people sadly people buy the lottery tickets all the time. Like I'll go to the store and I'll see someone buying the lottery tickets and I'm just like, they're not gonna win. That's like my first thing is like, they're just wasting their money. And but you get so much more out of it from this space. Like you have to prosper, potentially it goes up in value or whatever, but it's also like you're a part of it. It's fun, it's the culture, you can meme, and it's just people want to have fun. And it's also like the ultimate sign of like kind of I don't really cuss much, but like the FU to people, because it's like a lot of people still have this perception like buying crypto is stupid or you're an idiot for buying crypto. And it's like multiplying that, right? Like, oh yeah, okay, well, I'll show you. I'm going to buy this meme coin too. It's like, it's just funny, man. And
it's just want to add on that, I always talk about this, that a lot of people kind of joined the crypto space after the Doge founder, was going to YouTubers, big YouTubers, and he was doing interviews about, look, I have billions of dollars worth of Doge, but he was never selling. So his purpose was just to have an unlimited amount of money that he will never sell. This is something that I like to call dumb, inexplicable conviction. This is what I think that meme coins need in order to achieve greatness, just
Yeah.
to see their billions of dollars, but never realize them,
Yeah, you have to be I mean, even outside of meme coins, you have to be borderline idiotic to be successful in this space. And what I mean by that is not just blindly throw money around, but like the ice in your veins, the no emotion. It's like I just put a post out. I think it was yesterday or the day before. Akash, for anyone out there, I'm not trying to show them or anything. It's a great team. It's a Zom L1. It's in Cosmos. Essentially, if like a one liner would be, hey, they're like a decentralized Airbnb for your GPUs. Like that's kind of like if I had to give a one liner. Everyone knows what Airbnb is, and GPUs is for your computer and cloud compute and all that. But anyways, um, I was invested in them back. I think it was started in November of 21, and that was before everyone was talking about DPen. And I'm like, you know what? Like I'm going to start investing in products that I think businesses and teams and people will actually use someday. Maybe it won't be like this year or next year or 2 years, but eventually people are going to need this. And I was buying it, and I think the first time I ever bought it was like $2.96, and then it went all the way down in the bear market. It was down like I think it was like 14 or 15 cents, maybe 16 was the lowest it ever got. And I basically caught the bottom too, but it was more of just like the gambler slash, again, idiotic mentality was like, look, my thought was it's either going to zero, which I don't think it is, or like this is going to be a great opportunity. So I threw some money at it, and now it's at like six something, and it's just like whatever. And it's, it was a little bit inflationary, and I just been staking and auto compounding it. And I still think, not financial advice is undervalued. And it's like, I'm just here for the long run. I'm a little bit older. I've been investing in technologies for a long, long time. And if you can remove your emotion from the swings of it, like you'll probably do good. And that's kind of how I view even meme coins, right? It's like a beta play on that particular chain. Even the NFTs, it's like if you find the good ones, like one of my stupid non-financial advice, idiotic goals was like, I'm going to get an NFT on every chain in crypto that I think is going to be around for the next decade. And then I try to just find the good ones. I have a lot of NFTs. I don't advise it because I don't look at it as like a monetary thing. I just do it because I like art. I'm kind of artistic myself, and I like vibes. So it's like I buy this stuff, but I don't recommend it to anyone. Like I don't even my family, they'll ask me like, oh yeah, crypto, and I'm like, yeah, I wouldn't buy any of that because I know they're not going to put the time in to do all the research, and I don't want to be blamed because most humans can't deal with the ups and downs. Like just like even in you follow crypto Twitter, it was like we went like 13 months straight with like just pumping, and then it retraces a little bit. Everyone thinks it's the end of the world again. It's like it can't just keep going up forever. And it's like the even right now people are still kind of like iffy. Like everyone has PTSD, and rightfully so. I mean, it was bad last cycle. It was like, I know, Bobber, you're in Cosmos at the time, like all we had for our stable coin was like UST for the most part.
Oh,
So it didn't matter like what you're investing in, you just got murked. Like now, if you were in Luna, like Terra's ecosystem, because they had their own L1, then you were real bamboozled. But like all the other chains in Cosmos, like we didn't go to zero, but we got worked, because like UST just a peg, and it was like kind of everything was kind of pegged to that. So it was like we all got blasted. You just seen life changing money just dissipate like overnight, and you're just like, I remember when it happened because it was like I'm actually gonna look at my little uh, lanyard right now. It was May of 22. I think the first or second week of May. But anyways, it was like it's just like this. Like you snap your fingers, all your money just went away. And it was like, what happened? I remember it felt like a death in the family because there was nothing you could do. It was like, what the hell? Like I thought that was a stable coin. It's like,
yeah, that was it was something else. And to be honest, we've been doing spaces since we started, and we always started with this: that never invest more than you can afford, not only on meme coins but even on real projects and so on. Because if you put too much, then you won't be able to detach yourself, and be think like this as an investment, or be able to take advantage of everything that it offers. So it's better to be chill, put something there that you won't lose sleep at night, over, and then just have fun, contribute or make memes or I don't know, build a good product.
Hell yeah. Yeah, man, that's what you got to do. And yeah, like, what they always say, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. So that's what I always recommend is like, don't invest what you can't afford to lose. Like, there's my idiotic thesis, and again, it's my thesis, and I did a lot of research, so you can think of it however you want. Is my thought is if this all went to zero tomorrow, would I be okay? And yeah, like it would be annoying. It would suck. It would be awful. It would be terrible. But I feel like I have enough skills to do some random shitty job that I don't want to do the rest of my life, but I'll just do it because I will. I have to. Or like I go for it, have a lot of fun, and hopefully it goes to where I think it's going to go, and then it's like you can have freedom. Because the thing I think of money is I don't think of it as like, oh yeah, I got X amount of money. I just think of it as time. Like I visualize, and I really do think all money is a like conceptual concept of time on planet Earth, because we all have to devote whatever sort of resources or time we have to make some little thing that they call money. And it's like, so I want more of it just so I can have more freedom. So I don't think I can get that sort of freedom outside of crypto. So it's like, I'm going for it. And again, if it goes to zero, it sucks. But I had a lot of fun. I met a lot of cool people. I got to do a lot of things that I would never have done if I wasn't in crypto. So that's just like my thought. Nothing's going to change that mentality, that mindset. It's like I'm all in this space. But again, I only invest stuff that I think that if I lost it, I would be okay. And that's just my thing. If I was younger, like I'm a little bit older than a lot of people in this space. If I was younger, I wouldn't be betting my rent money and everything else in this space. And then if like you have to sell, if you need to sell that to pay bills at any point, it's just you're setting yourself up for disaster. You're taking years off your life just from all the stress and anxiety. But I'm at a position in my life where it's like I could afford to to lose this much, and it's going to suck, but I'll be okay. So that's my thought process. Anyways, what's up, Bruce, man?
Hey, what's up, man? I like your thoughts on the subject. And personally, I always waved goodbye to any money I onboard into crypto. Like when I press the button, it's like this amount of money is gone now. Like it is literally gone. It doesn't have the same utility anymore. It has transformed into something else. And if I get anything back from it, oh, it's gonna be great. But like mentally, I have to like let it go. And what you said about freedom, like I have for a long time I've positioned myself in life in a way that I have more time than money, because I can always transform time into money, but I can never transform money into time. I haven't figured that one out yet. So I've always positioned myself to have a lot of time, because then I have the resources to produce money, right?
Yeah, that's a good way of thinking about it. Because like my background's in accounting and finance, and that's one of the things that I would ask, like when people would come to me for financial advice, which I don't give financial advice on here, but like if they did, and that was one of the questions, I would say like, what do you think money is? Like, people, oh, it's some sort of mechanism to barter, blah blah blah. Like technically, I'm like, yeah, you're right, but really, what is it though? Like I've dealt with financial wherewithals from like very low class all the way up to like literally billionaires. And it's like even the really successful wealthy people, they always say like they wish they had more time, like you were just saying. They were like, oh, I wish I had more time, or I would have done this, and I wouldn't have worried about making so much more money that I don't even need. And it was really because I was unhappy. And like, yeah, me, it's like I don't need much. Like I just chill. I don't flex. Like I probably would have a lot more followers if I started flexing my stuff, like, oh, this is what I have. Like I don't do that stuff. I just try to blend in, just have a good time and just chill. And yeah, I think crypto for anyone, especially now how the monetary system is, it's really, for the most part, it's most likely your only option. Sadly, like the way the monetary system has made everyone, regardless of like your geographical location, is you have to be like a gambler now. It's like your whole life is a gamble.
Yeah, I think like the monetary system, and if you add in globalism, into it, right?
Yeah, for sure. What up, birds? Tweet, tweet.
So before Birds he gets to the microphone, can I share some alpha with you guys?
Yeah, yeah.
Yo,
Yeah.
sorry. I think
Okay, I'm gonna put.
Go ahead, Bruce. I don't know what's going on here.
Okay. So there is
sure. I was cutting off. My bad. Yeah, well, I wanted to say something about what you just said, Hoss. So basically, I'm 23 now. I'll just be transparent about that. If you look, there's a lot of different views on money, of course. But I think the most important view on money is that it's just a tool, and you have to use it the right way at the right time. If you look at it from the brighter spectrum, it's just stored human hours. It's just stored time. Let's say you wanted to build your own business, for example. It's just stored hours. You're paying for those hours, for example.
That's a good way to think about it. Go ahead, Bruce. Show me some alpha, Bruce.
Okay, awesome. So if anybody in this room got 100 Osmo staked or more, you can go to. I just pinned a tweet in the nest. You can go to raccoon.bet and claim some gamified tokens, Greg, that you can use in the all-new casino that just launched on Osmosis. So there's 9 game of chance, 100% on-chain, true randomness, verifiable. There's non-custodial. Nobody's going to hold your money. You can check everything on-chain. That's like there's no rigged stuff, no centralization, no server, no Web 2. It's 100% Web 3, guys. This is the first time it's ever done in Cosmos ecosystem. I don't know if there's any other blockchain in the world that has a 100% on-chain verifiable randomness product.
Yeah, I don't know. I know that there's that SGE. I just actually did a giveaway with them. It's actually really big. Actually, if you look on my timeline, they're giving away, it's almost $1,700 to 5 people total. So like divide that by 5 people, and all you need to do is hold $10 in a token. But they do more sports betting. I think right now they're American football and just soccer, or if you want to call it whatever you want to call it, football, American football, whatever. That's all they're doing right now. But no, that's cool. Like you don't even have to buy anything. It sounds like you just stake Osmo, which most of us probably do here, and 100 of them now. It's probably like $80. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I'll have to check that out.
Go to the site, claim the Greg, play around, have fun, man.
Yeah, man.
Also, the platform is community owned, so you can get a revenue share if you buy the NFTs and whatnot. Pretty expensive though, but yeah, I don't want to go too far into that.
Nice.
But thank you, Hoss. Thank you for
my pleasure, man. Thanks for stopping up. And then I got Purse. It's a pretty cool like Twitter API extension. If everyone wants to check it out, they're actually in here, so shout out to them. I use it all the time. It's pretty cool. I know we're talking about the birds. It's like this little thing that you just get points, and then you can get like treasure chests and essentially earn crypto for really just using Twitter the way it's already used anyhow. So it's definitely worth a look. I use it all the time. I have it on my Twitter right now as we're speaking. It's pretty cool. Yeah, man. So what's going on with everyone else, man? Like, I know I don't try to look at the prices. The only reason I have to is because I create content, but I think that's the best way of going about it. Just like, screw it. I don't care what the price is today. Because if you do that, man, I don't know how you keep your sanity. It's nuts, dude. Like, in the traditional world, like at the end of the year, you're just pumped to get like, if you get like 15%, right? You're like, oh shit, like my stock is up 15% at the end of the year. You're stoked, dude. Like everyone's pumped. It's usually less than that. This space, like as we're talking, like tomorrow, like some idiot could buy a bunch of something, and it's like, we're up 28% on this investment over here. This other one's down 17%. It's just,
bro.
It's a wild.
Place,
it's so fun though, dude. It's so fun.
Did you see the 14-year-old boy that launched a shitcoin on pump.fun, where the utility of the shitcoin was his mom streaming. So like when they reached a certain market cap, she would take off her shirt, or she would pour milk over her titties, or stuff like that, man. And they ended up, the mom and the boy ended up rocking the community for 40K or something. Probably changed their life. Like, this space is crazy. Let me see if I can find the tweets. I'll put it up in the nest.
Yeah,
Give me a
man,
sec.
that's what we're doing here. We're just chilling, man.
I heard there was a bounty on this guy. They're trying to find him and his mom.
We meme that, by the way. I pinned it at the top, and the original tweet, it's also there to check it
That's
out.
so funny. Yeah, we gotta get Bobber over into the Cosmos ecosystem too, man. We want it to be everywhere. I'm all for it. I'm all about meme coins.
Thanks. That would be cool. We actually got someone who created a derivative for Bobber on Bitcoin Cash.
Nice.
So yeah, that's cool as well.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of my first meme coin ever was Wawa, which is like, woof woof right here. They were actually the first. They were the first. Yeah, they were
Oof.
the first meme coin in all of crypto to have its own blockchain. That's definitely correct. That was a while ago. 21, maybe 22, beginning of 2022, I think.
2021, like in December, and the pike was, I guess February, March 2022, and then Terra crash, etc. So yeah, you know the deal.
Yeah, man, that's an OG right there, and it's still surviving. Yeah, I own a bunch of it. I
No,
don't even
yeah,
know what it's
yes,
worth anymore. It's probably not worth nearly as much as I threw into it back in the day, but whatever. I don't care.
I think it's like 10 million market cap or something like that right now.
Nice.
And yeah, I guess like we don't pretty much mind about the price. We're just like having fun, trying to build stuff. So there is like the metaverse that is still like builded by Passage, which is pretty cool. There is like some beta tests right now that are made. Like it's like multiplayers going online with no clients needed. You just like click on the link, join your friends. It will be token gate with NFT, so you need like a meta WAWA for that.
Nice.
And then you just enjoy like a few different games that you can join, like on the world. Just pretty fun one. Just enjoying with your friends. So potentially, this could be like live streamed and be like the next place where you're making like like talks like that. So people can just like while speaking like on like random stuff, having some fun into some games. So I guess like it's gonna be like the next trend, I guess.
Yeah, that's crazy. I have to take breaks though, like from memes and NFTs, because I just won't get anything done. Like I'm just not productive. It's like, oh shit, I just stared at
Oh yeah.
JPEGs for 3 hours. Like, what did I just do? And
Exactly.
because I work full time in the space, I get my work done. But the thing is if I'm not what do you want to call it, productive or I'm brain dead right now. I'm usually good with words, but basically, if I'm not productive, then it's like I got to make up those 3 hours or whatever I just wasted, and now I'm up. It's 12 o'clock at midnight, and I'm still working. It's like, who wants to do that, but that's the death of me is JPEGs, and then also it's like I'm an addict, right? And then all these teams have been doing airdrops, like good airdrops, because you hold this NFT or that NFT, and it's like, dude, you're just feeding into my addiction. Like, what are you doing right now? Just let me be down. I'm throwing my money in. You made up for my stupidity. Now I'm like up money. It's like, what is going on right now? It's only in this space, dude. Only in this space. What's up, birds? Chirp, chirp.
Chirp chirp, we're here. Yeah. So yeah, of course there's this problem with meme coins because everybody wants to be, the first person to buy this meme coin, etc., etc. And everybody's looking for new meme coins to buy, etc., etc. And meme coins isn't a place that you want to, store your money like gold or like Bitcoin, if you know. There's been this coin that recently launched using Cosmos. It's Shitmos. I'm sure you heard about it. Shameless Shill. It's a part of 17 projects that collaborated, and they're donating 2% of their supply, of their royalty and their supply, to fund this token and make sure that all the communities that decided to give away that 2%, because of course number 2 is shit, to get airdropped stars. And there's also some alpha. I don't know if you guys heard of what happened to Pump.Fund. Like about $80 million was evaporated. I think that's the right word. And there's this new Pump.Fund launching on Inch. If I'm not mistaken, it's gonna be like this week or today or tomorrow. I'm not entirely sure about that.
What they're doing one on Injective?
They're making like the same concept that Start.Cooking have, but on Inch, because on Solana you have this problem where if the liquidity isn't locked, just like the mommy milker, she wanted to leave and she just left with 40K. Yeah.
She literally milked.
She milked the community. Yeah. But yeah, like if you look closely at Start Cooking, it's basically a liquidity bootstrapping, and you basically can't rug. That's eliminating the factor that the liquidity will also always be there. Of course, there's always ways to rug, etc. But yeah, it's just to eliminate the possibility of it happening. That's why Injective is also, trying to have this pump and fun alternative.
So what the thing that's going to launch on Injective is called Pampit.fun, and it's being built by Gelato. It should have launched yesterday or the day before that, I think, but they found a bug regarding buys of larger size, I think. And I haven't looked deeper into it than that. I think that's 2 days ago, 1 or 2 days ago.
Yeah, I've been hearing that it's gonna launch either today or tomorrow, but it's better for you to receive a really good product than just half-ass. You know what I mean?
I was going to ask you guys for Start.Cooking. Does every meme coin have to be paired with Osmo, or can you do it with USDC or whatever too?
I think right now the only option is, I can double check for you, but I think the only option right now is Osmo. Yes.
What up, Bob?
No, I think it's Osmo only. Yeah.
What's up, Robert?
Yeah, I just want to add that we have that on Multiverse X as well. It's after we built Bobber and we created this hype, these guys built this platform where you can basically launch fair. You can have a fair launch of your token, where the owner doesn't touch the funds. Everything is done automatically. The LP is created automatically, and it's that type of launch that's unruggable, and all the properties of the tokens are in line with this fair launch thing. So yeah, if you're up to into that, you can check memeverse.com. It has only fair launches, and it's very easy to create a token for anyone.
So shout out to you guys, by the way. I'm looking right now. You guys, your market cap currently looks like it's like 3.38 million right now. It's pretty good. Congrats. Your total supply, of course, it's just the common number in this space. It's 6,969,000,000. Oh man, 6969 all the way across. It's so funny. Oh man.
I had a question for Bober. You didn't explain exactly how does the liquidity get burned?
No, the liquidity gets the liquidity pool token gets burned, I think, or locked. I'm not sure, to be honest. I just know that people buy the token on the platform, and then automatically there is created a pool with tokens and the money raised. So the founder doesn't touch any of that, And I think the LP gets burned or locked away, but Pretty sure that is born, not sure. Yeah.
I'm trying to think about. I've been buying some random meme coins on Solana. There's so many. I think I've seen a stat that like every 16 minutes or so, like another meme coin launches on Solana. It is
It's
absolutely bonkers over there.
it's crazy on Solana. And by the way, I discovered one that's very cool, and I'm so sad that it's undervalued. Have you guys seen Netflix?
That's hilarious. Not flip.
Yeah, it's a parody to Netflix, and they actually have a site and they have content. They post original autistic content that's pretty funny.
That's hilarious. So I have a Mad Lads, which is like the blue chip NFT
Yeah,
on Solana, and like I don't want to say every day, but basically every day, I like randomly look at my wallet and I'll get an airdrop of some meme coin, and some of them are just so raunchy, just derogative, funny, like all the words you can think of different styles. Like the funniest one I ever got so far, and it was actually worth like I swear it was worth like about $100. uh, it was Elizabeth Horan, effing CB. Like he put the words. I don't like to really swear that much, but yeah, there was every single word was basically a swear word. And I was like, God, man, people just have too much free time on in their hands. Like, just airdrop me like almost $100 worth of this coin. That's just every word's a swear word about Elizabeth Warren. Dude, I was dying that day. It made my day that I was laughing because she's so anti crypto, and it's just like, bruh, she's got to go. Like, she's like an old boomer that's just like screaming at the top of it, like mountain, about like how crypto is gonna ruin your life, and but yet she's cool with you and I taking our life savings, going down to the casino, throwing it on black, and losing it all. Like, whatever. Like, I got my cut, But you can't buy your meme coins, or you can't buy Bitcoin. It's like, shut up. Like, I'll buy what I want to buy. Just leave me alone. It's my money. I'll do what I want. Yeah. That's what I love about this space, though. And I really think it's like the ultimate sign of freedom because, like, we're all free to just kind of like do whatever we want, even if it's stupid. It's like, yeah, it's our decision. Like, leave us alone. We don't want your protection. We just want you to leave us alone, or like give us some rules that we can follow your boomer guidelines, and then quit changing the rules every 5 minutes. It's just like, leave us alone. That's kind of my stance. I don't try to get political, but these people are just idiots. They're so stupid. It's like look at yourselves, man. Like nothing you guys do make any sense outside of crypto. And you're gonna try to like regulate this thing that even me, like, and people that are genuinely putting 12, 15 hours a day and every day, like we can't keep up with it. So how are you keeping up with it when you're 70 years old and you don't even know what you're talking
But
about?
that's the thing, right? When you're in the position of making the rules, you don't have to keep up with it. It's the same battle as being a teenager and fighting with your parents about, rules and all that. It's the same battle, man. It's the same fucking patterns repeating.
Yeah, it sucks, man. Because like I'm old enough to remember vividly, all the boomers back in the day, like in like 2000, even before 2000, but especially 2000. Because I remember, because like Y2K was the thing, and everyone was freaking out that the world was going to end because there's only zeros and ones and or whatever. And then
Oh, no, it was like, how is the calendars on the computer gonna change from 99 to 2000? How
yeah,
is that ever gonna be possible?
they literally thought like rockets were going to go off and nukes because it was going to mess up the. I was like, dude. And then, but anyhow, what I was saying is like so many people, like if you read any news paper or like turned on the news, they were just like ridiculing the internet. They were saying it was a scam, it was for creeps and weirdos, and I mean, right, some, yeah, I guess it is in contents, right? But like they were saying it's not going to work, and like people were predicting it was just a fad and it was like going to just fade away. Well, that was literally the worst prediction like any human has ever made, because everyone's life has been altered because of the internet. Like everyone, I don't care where you're at, even if you're someone that's like, I don't use the internet. Well, you still know about it. You know it exists, and you can sit
Your
there.
whole life is affected by it. Like everything
Everyone
around you is on the
store
internet.
exactly. If it isn't like the stores changed, the infrastructure changed, like everything has changed or altered because there's like Amazon and all this shit, and they like said that now it's the same people, or like the same people's kids or whatever now, if you want to say, they're the ones shouting, "The crypto's a scam. It's for weirdos. It's for people that want to do illicit activities and launder money and all this other crap." It's like, yeah, whatever, man. Like, yeah, some people
It's
probably
not
can.
even 10% of all the money laundering in the world that is going
Yeah,
through crypto. It's going through cash
yeah, exactly. I don't know the last time anyone's
and
bought,
NGOs.
I don't know the last time anyone's bought like drugs or whatever, but I'm sure your drug dealer is not going to be like, "Hey, yeah, can you pay me in Bitcoin?" Like, you know what I mean? It's like, come on, bro. Like, it's just funny too. And then, like back to Elizabeth Warren, she pouts and shouts, and it's like she talks about all this shit. Funding terrorism is one of her favorite go tos. It was like, didn't like 9/11 happen way before crypto was a thing? It was like, you know what I mean? Like, what are we talking about right now? It's like, terrorism just started after Bitcoin was introduced to the world. It was like, yeah, okay, like you just lost me right there. Your point is no
So
validity.
that's a huge diversion. So funding of terrorism goes through NGOs because the way that the law is set up, they don't have to disclose what they're using the money on, and they don't have to disclose who donates to NGOs. So
Yeah,
most of the money laundering goes through them.
Yeah, you and I buying some meme coins or NFTs has not, you know what I mean? Like we're not we're not the root of the problem. Just leave us alone, you know what I mean?
It's the classic story, you don't understand it, you have to ban it, or restrict it. That's what they do. But
I think
what I feel that we're lacking a bit, as opposed to other industries, is that we don't have a strong enough lobbying with this,
Yeah.
regulation entities. That's what I think our space should improve on.
Well, I do shout out Coinbase. They do a great job. I know some people aren't American; they might not even use Coinbase or whatever. But Coinbase like shills. Like they have so many resources where you can like irritate your local, municipalities and your senators and your governors and all that stuff. Like you can actually see who votes which ways. Like the idiots that voted no to repeal the recent act about. So anyone out there, the SEC, Gary Gensler and Elizabeth Warren and all them, they've been just like fighting crypto tooth and nail forever. And what passed was, basically regulated institutions can have custodial rights to Bitcoin, which is big because like people can essentially use Bitcoin like a real asset. They could deposit it, they could borrow against it. Like that's some of the things that are going to happen once it gets like finalized. Well, Gensler basically went out of his way, said no, and the SEC said no, and then it got voted on. And I think it was like, and not trying to be political. Basically, every Republican said they're trying to repeal this because it's bad for the economy, bad for freedom, and blah blah blah. Because it is like it's Bitcoin. Like who gives a shit? Like don't you just leave it go. Like it's just leave it be. And they're saying no. And then if you look, and majority of the people that said we basically want this repealed, and no, financial institutions can't hold Bitcoin. A lot of them happen to be, Democratic or whatever. So it was like, but at the last moment, about 10 of them switched their stance to vote yes. So it did pass. Now the president obviously has the veto rights and could say, no, we're not allowing this. And there's kind of like nothing you could do. So we're going to see what he does because he's been really anti-crypto so far in his 4 years of being in office. But anyways, not to get political, good times. I'm hoping it passes though, because that'll open up the markets like real money, and that's what we need is big money. Like that just basically solidifies Bitcoin as a real asset, and then like people could be degens. They could be like, oh, I own 10 Bitcoin. I want to put it up, and I want USD that's not taxable because like in America, like basically for the most part, if it's a business expense or whatever, and you're using it for a business or investment or whatever, usually it's not taxable, not all the time. So there's that, and that'll open up more liquidity, which obviously this market needs. But what's up, Curtis?
Do you think meme coin founders are like better at managing money than like
Anyone,
finance?
anyone,
It's like the government.
literally homeless people. I'm not trying to denounce the homeless people, but literally homeless people are more efficient with money than the government is. Like that's just my feel because like
I'm
they
pretty
need to.
sure any singular person would be better because when you have like 9,000 people who have to touch the money before you can do anything, like money's gonna get lost.
Yeah, exactly. It's embarrassing, you know what I mean? It's like where's this money going? Like I look at my pay, it's like you're taking so much of it. Like what? But yet when I go down to the bottom of my hill, there's this huge pothole I gotta avoid. It's like, bro, like what's going on? Like what's going on here? What up, birds?
Chirp, chirp. Yeah, I don't want to get too political or something, but the bigger picture is that they just want to protect their own assets and they want to protect their own friends. I want to make sure that my friend is the one that's making the money and not your friend. You know what I mean? And maybe they're trying to take crypto down because they feel like they're too late, but they forget that we are decentralized. There's not a single entity that you can just sue or kill and it will be down. We are the community. We are what matters.
Yeah, and it's like I spent plenty of time working in that for the other side, and like as long as it can make them money somehow, like they're okay with it. I mean, you can look at just like marijuana, for example. For so long, they were just anti-marijuana, and then the more liberal left wing states started to adopt it, and the red states were like, no, 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 and then now it's kind of just like all over the place because they can make money from it. They can tax it or whatever. Now it's like crypto's kind of the same thing, but now the roles are reversed. The red's like, yeah, 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 crypto, and the left is like, no, no, no. And it's just like in America, for those that aren't American, there's 50 states, and essentially every state has a governor. Well, not essentially, all states have a governor. They're kind of like the president of the state. So the more that says one thing, then it kind of happens. Like it's like the the government system in America isn't broken essentially but the problem is that most people don't care about the local. Like the local is where you need to go and harass the senator, like your local people, and say, hey, like, what's your stance on crypto? What's your stance on this? And if they're not vibing with it, then you just say you don't have my vote. And that's it. I don't care. I don't care what color you are or what color party you are. If you're not cool with crypto, like that's me. It's more than just crypto to me because like I think crypto like just basically fixes so many of the broken issues. So it's like people go, oh, don't, like, there was that stupid article from Blockworks which pissed me off. They were just like, oh, it shouldn't be a one stance option for people to vote. Like, there's more issues. Like, yeah, no shit. But like, how ignorant are you if someone's livelihood is in this space and that's what their main prerogative? Everyone does that. Like, if that's putting food on the table for you or whatever, and that's your thing, and you think that like the people are fighting against it or making your life more miserable to be in this space, why the hell should they get your vote? Like, you're an idiot if you vote for them. Like, they're just like taking bread off your table. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not voting for you. I don't care if the other person on the other side's a little bit more angry or ignorant or whatever. I don't need to be their friend. Like, I'm just I want crypto to work. Obviously, I'm in this space all day, and I want all of you to make it. And I think, sadly, America controls so much. It's like, dude, why are we like? And it sucks because like back in the day, like in the 90s, 80s, and 90s, like America was all about innovation and like all of it. Now it's like, but to Bird's point and everyone's, it's kind of obvious. Like, they have their foot in the ground and they have their hands in the cookie jar. It's like,
But you're also referring to the 80s and 90s, which was in the high times, the best times of globalism, right? Everything was just becoming cheap. The physical labor still had a value, right? So the middle class and the lower class just got a boom in consumerism, right? The consumerism became a thing in the 80s and the 90s, and everybody was like, yeah, fuck yeah, this is a good thing, because all of a sudden you could afford everything. You could go on vacations, you could just borrow money, you could buy houses on a like a blue collar worker salary. So
yeah,
those
now
were good times.
now it's not the case. You can even look back, not even that long ago, in the early 2000s. Like, the medium household could afford a house. Now it's like the housing prices went up like so much, and then you put it to the wages, and the wages have barely went up. So it just doesn't make any sense, and it's just it's all a racket, like what the banks are doing with real estate and purchasing properties. And if ever like just a few people go and do bank runs. Like all these banks are insolvent. It's kind of a scary proposition that we're in. It's like
Absolutely. And you
the
can't even do a bank run because they won't allow you now. They will ask you what you're going to use the money for, and if they don't agree with your purpose of the cash, they won't give it to you. It's starting to happen in Canada, all over the world.
That's criminal. You know what I mean? That's really, if you think about it, it's really criminal. Like, it's your money. You earned it, however you earned it. It's like, who are you to tell me I can't? It's my money. It's crazy. But anyways,
Absolutely.
I don't want to get like all in morbid mode because it can be doom and gloom. But like, I do think, like, in all honesty, like, crypto is like our last chance. And like, I'm not just saying it. Like, I firmly believe it because I spent 8 years being, in taxing and in accounting, and I know like the ins and outs of how shit works behind the scenes and stuff, and it's really scary right now. Like, shit's held up by like duct tape. It's like, but like crypto, if it's such a tool to help fix all that crap and all of it. So it's like it has to work. 'Cause if not, I mean, I don't know. There's no other solution, to be honest with you. There's nothing out there that these people are going to be able to do. And sadly, this will be my last point. Hopefully the topic may change, but like, sadly, no one wants to like get in office because like most of them, like a president can only do 8 years. And it's like someone would have to go in for 8 years, and the people would probably hate them because it would be like they need to go in and just fix everything. And by fixing it, you're going to piss a lot of people off. People are probably going to get wrecked, but you need to fix the system. You can't just keep printing fake money out of thin air that's not backed by anything. And then people get pissed off. Well, why is gas $4 a gallon? Why is it $5 a gallon? Why is the loaf of bread $3 extra? Like, why am I getting pinched? Well, because these idiots keep printing fake money into circulation. It's like, no shit. Like, it's common sense, and everyone wants to bitch. Oh, it's this person, it's that person. Just stop printing money. Stop overspending. It would be nice, right, to have an unlimited budget, 0% interest like the government has. Like, they can just do whatever they want and there's no consequences. Well, you're giving me 200 million to spend. Well, I'm going to spend 500 million, and it doesn't matter. It's like, well, there's no accountability. This shit sucks. Like, stop doing it. Everyone's getting pinched. Like, everything's held up. It's like almost like a Ponzi scheme, really, if you think about it. And then they get mad about, in crypto, it's like most things are over collateralized. It's like, especially after the algorithmic stablecoin like UST went down, now everything's pegged and it's actually there. So we're actually there, but yet a bank that has like 1/10 of reserves of whatever they have out there, even probably less than that. And so it's just scary. It's like, well, if you're gonna do this, like, do it yourself too, and then let's go. But anyways, what up, Bobber?
I'm
I
gonna
just
let
want to say thank you
Kurti.
for your time, everybody. I'm gonna go. Thank you for your time, guys.
Hey, Bruce, man, thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you around soon. Take care,
I'm
man.
gonna let Kurti and Birds because they were up before.
All right, cool. Go ahead, Curdy.
Sorry, I didn't mean to do a thumbs down, but I meant to hit wave by Bruce. To the point of like the centralization factor of our money system right now, I think because I feel like it was established really before the age of information. I think that's a really important like thing that we need to know about decentralization and how crypto and the crypto space is like embedded in this age of information where decentralization actually helps the ecosystem, even though there's like rugs out the wazoo and there's just people degens and scam coins and stuff like that. There's like a natural progression in decentralized systems, like say like governance systems in Cosmos or whatever, and any sort of governance system where people can, openly view proposals and vote and talk and spread information. I think that's like a really key thing that the old system doesn't really get. And that's kind of like my point, is just where we're at and why crypto is really that solve for the old way money system.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I'm all for crypto. I'm the biggest crypto maxi. Like, everywhere I go, I'm at anywhere I'm at, and I'm having a conversation or a gathering. Like, I swear, I turn every conversation into crypto, even if the person has no clue about crypto. I'm like, how can I get this person to think about crypto in a positive, positive manner? It could be at a sporting event. It could be wherever. But last night I didn't talk about crypto. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I was around, and it wasn't the right environment for it, but because I was just partying. But anyhow. No, it does. It fixes. It holds people accountable. It's transparent, and yeah, it would be nice. The governance system would be cool too. It'd be cool to be able to vote on like everything, right? You need these filibusters and things that like these politicians are passing last minute or during like the Super Bowl or some sort of event, and they're doing some sort of slide, proposition. It's like, well, we'd see that on chain. Like, no, we're not voting this way. It's like, we can vote on every matter. I think the only place that does that is like Switzerland. I think it is. They actually vote, like the civilians can vote on like every topic, which is kind of cool. It could correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, I think they're like the only place that does that. So, what up, birds? Chirp chirp.
Chirp chirp. Yeah, what's up? So I don't know if you already heard about this, but there's a lot of fast food restaurant, or it was a specific one. They're openly investing $10 billion into putting some sort of mutable data. So let's say the burger is $1, but if there's 100 people waiting in line, the burger will be $4. This, if you look at it from the wider spectrum, this is literally crypto. And when someone's copying you, or a big food chain is copying you, that means you might be doing something right.
Yeah, I know. I think you're referring to. I didn't do any research, but I remember hearing about this. Wendy's does something like that. Like,
I think it was
like
Wendy's.
if I go to Wendy's right now and it's not busy because it's 10 a.m., like it'll be dirt cheap. Like it's kind of like manipulative marketing as well.
This is concerning. This is really concerning for all of us, actually.
Well, what they'll do is they'll say like 99-cent hamburger. Well, if no one's in line, then that's what it is. But if it's like peak hours, they have peak hour pricing. Like they'll just charge, they'll charge more or whatever. But yeah.
Yeah, this is a wake up call for all of us. We should be concerned.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, man. People are out there, man. They're just trying to get that money. But anyways, what's up, Aubrey?
Yeah, I wanted to add on your point about not being allowed to take your money out from banks. I think that's a bullish signal for crypto, because once people see that there's an alternative, that can be very bullish.
No, I think it's real bullish. Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, and at the same time, I think that this space needs to be prepared for this. So that's why, for example, I and the people from Multiverse are bullish on this chain, because we see that scams need to disappear. You can't have people losing their entire net worth, due to allowance protocol things like you can on Ethereum and stuff like that. Like, for example, here on Multiverse, we have on-chain 2FA. You can basically leak your seed phrase and nobody can steal your funds if you have that active. And
yeah,
these are some basic features that the regular users need to have, in order to fully onboard. So
yeah, we were talking about that. Yeah. We're speaking about that. I only know basic code, but like it was like about a little over 2 years ago. I was talking with one of my best buds in this space, and we were having a real long, in-depth conversation about on-chain 2FA for that, where like a seed phrase wouldn't even really matter. Which is cool because realistically, just that whole process of a seed phrase, it's not really scalable because most people aren't going to want to. Even the whole premise of a seed phrase, like I get it, trust me. I personally would always opt into more security than to not. Like that's just how I roll, anyways. But most people they just don't want to do that. They're going to be, I want to write these 24 words, 12 words down, and then put it down, and then what happens? They just want to like log in with their freaking centralized Gmail account and just like get into the game, So, but even that though, like taking that to the next level with, even if your seed phrase got leaked and no one could do anything about it, it's pretty cool. I still don't recommend giving your seed phrase to anyone.
Of course.
But yeah, if it happened to, like we have some things. It's not 100% foolproof in Cosmos, but we have teams that like they can they basically can front run anyone. So like if your liquidity was liquid, then the people can drain your wallet because it's liquid. But most people are staking or delegating, whatever. So there's an unbonding process, and then if someone just randomly unbonds your assets, and you're like, oh shit, like I must have leaked my seed phrase or did something. Because I don't like using the word hack because no one really gets hacked. It's always just humans being. I hate that if anyone's happened. I'm sorry, but usually being a
Yeah,
little sloppy and you click on some random smart contract and then how it happens, or you click on some fake website and then put your seed phrase in, and like that's not being hacked. It's kind of being. I don't want to say stupid, but just you made a mistake because a hack is
Oblivious.
like hacked is like me being on my computer right now, and then someone just takes control of it, and now all my shit's just like that's being hacked, not my seed phrase. But no, that I think that needs to be a thing because sadly, a lot of people, the mainstream will just be like, oh, there was this exploit or FTX, and then people see that like negative connotation about crypto, and usually it's a centralization problem. It's not people just like degenning on a decentralized DEX or whatever. It's usually something like that, and it gives you this whole because people always paint a picture one way or judge a book by its cover. It's like, no, there's like multiple layers to this thing. It's not because, some decks got hacked or whatever. I mean, maybe it happens a little bit still in Ethereum world, but it doesn't really happen in the like Rust space. I know multiverse is Rust space. Like Rust is usually a lot better of a smart contract language than
yeah. I
Civ.
mean, we had no drains here. No protocol got hacked. No, nothing like that. And I feel like that's crucial, for the upcoming people because you see this type of hacks on Ethereum or other big chains, like millions of dollars lost to some stupid hack. And that's really stupid. Unfortunately, security is not sexy.
Yeah, and it's not. It's usually not.
It's hard to preach. Yeah.
Yeah, it's usually not. It's usually not prosperous either. So like the people building those solutions, it's like it's like a common good, like a public good.
Yeah.
And unless the chains or protocols or teams collaborate together to kind of give them funding, it's like, well, why the hell are they going to build that? It's like I get it. Same thing with wallets. That's why I really like the Exportal wallet because it's like, damn, they had to put so much time and effort into how good that wallet is, and I really, really like that wallet. And I'm like, this is like I used it. I'm like, yeah, this is the best wallet I've ever used. There's like another one. I just call it LSC. I don't care if it's a Cosmos or where it's at. If it's good, it's good, and it's really good. The other one that I really enjoy is Backpack Wallet. That's on Solana. I think that's really good.
The one from Mad Lads. Yeah, I played
Yeah,
a bit with it. It's really cool as well.
yeah, I like it because it's all about an experience, and I think like the next evolution of this space is like you like getting on your wallet and could basically just do everything from it. You don't need to go dick around. It's like there for you, and you create like a social environment, a gamified environment, like a notification environment, just like all of that in your wallet. Like that's you're gonna have a leg up, and that's how you can get people in. It's like, hey, download this wallet. There's like NFTs or a game or whatever, like if you could build the next like, like I don't know if you guys play, but a lot of people play is that Monopoly game. Like if you could build that on chain and have it like where people want to play it and somehow it brings value to your blockchain. I don't know if it ever will because it's like, who knows, but like get users there. Then even if you just get a little bit of that, traction, that stickiness, like you just might onboard, 10 million, 15 million people. So yeah, that's another thing that I always think about. And what else it's interesting is while I'm randomly ranting is Ton Network, which is Telegram. I think that's cool. Like they're building a lot of cool things through Telegram, and I don't know what the number is, but there's a couple 100 million people that use Telegram. So like that's at least a couple hundred. So
Yeah,
that's a huge.
they just announced stickers and some other stuff being on chain. I think that's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that because I mean I use Telegram all day, every day. Like I literally have a monitor specifically just for Telegrams. I'm gonna shout out
Yeah,
them. But I do have a meeting in like 15 minutes. I'm cold chilled for till that starts. I've been having fun. I know it kind of wasn't about memes too much. We were just ranting about random topics, but I had a good vent session. You know, if everyone else got a little good venting session, I hope some of you got some value out of me ranting and everyone else ranting.
you're great, by the way, and really glad to meet you. And yeah, hopefully we can bump into each other on more spaces.
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, I think Tuesday it would have started about 15 minutes ago. That's when I'm going to do it. And I just hope people stop by and just like, tell us like why use whatever, hey, use this because it does this. And I'm just trying to learn, for that hour, and hopefully, the community can too. Because I don't shy away from using things. Like I really don't. Like, yeah, I have Cosmos in front of my name. But even that to me has always meant just connecting all the blockchains together. It never even do I own Atom? Yes, but even back when I first started it, if you like look up the definition of Cosmos, that's kind of what it means, like ubiquitous, like the galaxy or whatever. But that's how I look at it. Like it's like infrastructure to make all the blockchains connect and communicate together with each other. So like it's not competition; it's more about collaboration. So I do focus on the teams. There's like 92 blockchains, I believe, that are in Cosmos. So I do spend most of my focal point on that because that's like where I'm at. But I think that all roads lead to IBC anyways, because it's just like I said, there's been $0 lost on IBC transactions. So what that means for those out there, maybe Bobber, I don't know if you're real familiarized with it or not, but basically it's like someone sending funds or basically data. Let's just call it data from one blockchain to another blockchain. There's been zero data lost ever in IBC ever. And you look at all these other like kind of duct tape solutions, there's been billions and billions of dollars lost from one blockchain transaction sending it to another blockchain. So to me, like that, and if you look up the transactional volume, you can add like all the bridges together outside of IBC, like all of them together, and it's like not even close to the amount of IBC volume, and it's not even close. And I'm talking about like no knock on them, but like Axler, Wormhole, all of it. And Axler is kind of it is a Cosmos project because like the transactions are based off a validator set. But what my point is all roads are going to lead to IBC because it's when we're talking about security, it's the most secure way. No one's going to want to send highly all this data from one place to another and use other solutions they're exploitable and very centralized too. People don't realize, and I'm not trying to shit on Ethereum or anything, but like the L2s on Ethereum are just essentially a multi-sig. It could be like 3 of 5 or 5 of 7. So that's not secure at all, dude. It's like you got a billion, you have billions of dollars of value TVL on your L2, and it's just basically a multi-sig. Like that's kind of scary. So the IBC is it's the way. And I think that all the chains, I mean, I'm looking at it now, like all the big chains are finding ways. I know Multiverse eventually will be able to get into IBC as well. So that's what kind of, when you asked me earlier, what piqued my interest was that, like seeing them, they're forward thinkers, about getting the IBC, which would be cool because then people can kind of go to and from real easily and securely. And it's cheap too. It's like basically free to send IBC transactions. So it's pretty cool. But anyways, I've had a good time. Does anyone have any closing remarks that they want to say or whatever? And then, happy Friday, have a good weekend and all that. Everyone go through the speakers. Curdy, you have anything to say?
Man, thank you so much. I'm grateful to be here with y'all and just awaiting the future. And I'm optimistic about all this. I'm ready to go to Austin this next week. Y'all have a good one.
Yeah, man. Speaking of Austin, if you guys are a consensus, man, hit me up. I'll be there Memorial Day, so Monday, and I'm leaving on Saturday, so I'll be there for a while. I like Austin. It's a good place. I love Texas. It's huge. Bobby, any closing remarks?
Not much. Just thank you for hosting. Pleasure to meet you, and yeah, hope to see you soon.
Likewise. Chirp, chirp.
Chirp chirp. Yeah. Thank you for having me. I really appreciate this opportunity. You're doing great things here. And don't forget, keep chirping. Chirp chirp.
Chirp chirp. Sadly, chirp chirp's not even a thing on X anymore. It used to be the bear, but now it's just X, I guess. But still chirp chirp chirp. But anyhow, thank you everyone. Appreciate y'all. Have a good one. Cheers.